Hey everyone, my name is Thandiwe Muriu and this is my YouTube channel. We're currently talking about the basics of photography and why you need to understand them to get better pictures. So before we began shooting, we had this amazing breakthrough on set and Kangai understood how to use the exposure triangle.
Yes, I did.
Go Kangai! If you are not quite familiar with the exposure triangle, you can click on this link to go to a video where I talk about it. The same video is linked in the description box below. If this is your first time on this channel, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button below to get my videos every Monday and Thursday. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support and for allowing me to walk with you on your photography journey. So, speaking of the exposure triangle, today I actually want to talk about noise. And your noise in your pictures is determined by your ISO. But before I even get into all of that, I want to let you know what ISO is. So ISO stands for International Standard Organization. Some of these terms were made a long time ago, so they don't really make sense today. But your ISO measures your sensor's sensitivity to light. Now, how do you get noise in pictures? If your ISO is really high up, so maybe ISO 6400 or ISO 3200, you get this kind of grainy look in your pictures and the colors in your pictures may start acting really funny. That's when you know you have noise. Noise reduces the ability of your image to be blown into a really large proportion. So if you're going to print a picture in the standard size, which is, about this size, then you shouldn't really be concerned about noise. But if you're going to make a print that is this size, you need to begin worrying about noise because the graininess will really show in your images. As a photographer, there's several situations where I do need to use a high ISO. If I'm shooting in a really dark place, that might be one scenario. Or if I'm trying to get night shots, so if I'm shooting a city at night or an event venue at night, I might need to crank up my ISO to be able to see in the dark. So a lot of people ask me, is having noise in your picture a good thing or a bad thing? Where is it allowed? Where is it not allowed? And I kind of want to break that down for you. Noise is a problem, but it's not as big a problem as you may think. What does that mean? If you're shooting a wedding, for example, you're going to be shooting the reception or the after party in a really dark environment. And those are event pictures, so you could use noise as more of a stylistic device as long as it's not too much. If, for example, you're shooting images that are going to be used in a really big print, like a billboard or a roadside banner, the noise is a really big problem because what happens is as the image is blown up, the graininess in the picture is essentially magnified and it becomes really obvious to the naked eye, and that may not make your client very happy. So the good level of noise depends very much on the situation you're shooting in and what end product your client expects. I hope that helps. One of the biggest downsides to using a high ISO and therefore having a lot of noise in your pictures is that whenever there is noise, your pictures are less sharp. So if I shot an image at ISO 100, it's going to be much more sharper than an image shot at ISO 6400 with the same equivalent exposure settings. If you want to know more about exposure settings, you can follow this link to a video where I talked about them. Because technology has progressed so far, it's actually pretty safe if you have a modern SLR to shoot within ISO 400 and below. But essentially the rule is if you want sharper images, shoot with a lower ISO as much as possible. If you shoot with a high ISO, your images are going to be less sharp. One of the photographers I know who uses a high ISO in his work very frequently is Will Moneki. Hi Will. I'll provide a link to his website in the description box below, but I do know that he doesn't use any artificial lighting, so no flashes or no strobes when he's shooting, especially at wedding receptions. So he must use a really high ISO to make his images brighter, and that is what he uses as a stylistic device in his work. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that was helpful. If this was your first time watching my channel, thank you for watching this video to the end. Please hit the subscribe button below, it's in red, you can't miss it, to get my videos every Monday and Thursday. If this is not your first time, thank you for your continued support. I would love to hear any questions or queries you may have after watching this video, and you can write those in the comment section below. If you're a professional photographer and you use noise either to create style in your work, or you have different stories about how you've used noise in the past, again, please leave your comments in the comment section and let's get a conversation going. You can also connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, or off my website, www.thandiwemuriu.com. Links to all of those are in the description box below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. For now, that's it. See you guys next time.